impressive facility in this house. But let's leave it there and take a look at the living room first. Sometimes when you come home, you feel very tired. You just want to take a very good rest at the couch. And what if right now you want to turn on your air conditioning? See, I can do this with only speaking, and there is a voice recognition system here. In the same way, I can turn on the TV and even choose a film that is to my likes. And right now, I can just sit back and relax and control all of the home appliances using just my voice. Not only can we control the air conditioning, the TV, I can even control the thermostat so that I can take a shower afterwards. I can even turn on the water heater. And this is the bedroom. And let's see what's special about this special bedroom. Here is a whole set of air system. It has air purifier and AC. It will automatically detect the temperature, the humidity, and the oxygen content in this room and adjust automatically so that it is always at a most comfortable situation. It is like a manager for your house and for your bedroom that can sense automatically the situation in this room and adjust on its own. You don't need to set the temperature for your AC anymore, and you also have an air purifier in place. Here you can see it's a little cabin. Can you guess what this is for? I'll leave it as a suspense, and you can write your response at our bulletin, and we'll tell you the answer a minute later. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. So what is so smart about this bathroom? There is a smart mirror, a smart water heater, and smart ventilator. And this is the control center for this washroom, for the bathroom. And you can turn on and off the light and the fans and the water heater through the screen. You can adjust the temperature of the heater. And also you can make a reservation for hot water when you leave in the morning, and then can take a very comfortable bath right after you come home. Here we also have all kinds of facility to test your body weight, your BMI, your body fat. It is connected to the smart mirror as well. Now let's give it a go. Now I'm standing on this weight. Here on this mirror, we can see the test result in just a minute. Here you can see that my body weight is 45 kilograms and 5% of BMI. And it gives me a suggestion to adjust my diet, increase the intake of fat and sugar. And through this system, it can manage the health condition of your whole family. You can also add some other equipment to test your blood pressure and a facility to test your heart rate and blood oxygen. What else can you do? For example, you have a party to attend today. You can even choose on the screen, and there are some videos to teach you how to put on a proper makeup for the party, and or to prepare you better for a date. So you can do this, you can watch the video at the same time putting on makeup just in front of this camera. I believe that a lot of ladies will find this quite useful. This is a smart toilet. What you're sitting on it, it can turn on the fan automatically. There is also water filter to purify the water so as to improve the water quality. Here I can see another facility here. Can you guess what this is? Is this a mini fridge? No, it's actually a closet. It's a smart closet. The reason why we say it is that it has a lot of special functions. It can help you to sterilize your clothes, and also can serve as a deodorant. For example, if you have just finished eating hot pot with your friends, your clothes probably will stink with the smell of hot pot. You can just put it in a closet, and it can take out the smell for you, absorb the smell for you. And on the screen, you can see what clothes is, what kind of clothing is inside. Here you can see there is one cashmere sweater and another long sleeve T-shirt. You can automatically detect what is inside this closet. So in this wardrobe, it can detect the texture, the model, and the color of the clothes. Once you hang this clothes into the wardrobe, it can automatically recognize and scan the clothes and register the model of the clothes. It is using RFID technology, RFID code, and we already have customers who are incorporating this technology into their wardrobes. So this kind of technology can be applied not only in wardrobes but also in washing machines. In a case of washing machine, they can also feel the texture, the weight, and the color of the clothes. So if you put a cotton clothes and a woolen clothes into this washing machine, will give you a instruction that these two clothes are not suitable to be washed together. So what if I have a bunch of colorful clothes and one white shirt? it's the same thing. It can detect the color of the clothes and to remind you that there is one white clothes in it, and remind you to take it out so as to prevent it being colored. And this reminder will appear automatically on this washing machine screen. I believe that this kind of very technological, advanced, and immersed life will come to your house very soon. In this very smart kitchen, we have a smart fridge, an oven, and a sterilizer. You can also do your grocery shopping here with this screen on your refrigerator. You can just press and you can see there is a wide range of choices for you. Sometimes you buy something you will forget, and some days later you find that the food has gone bad. But here you can avoid this kind of situation with the food with this food management software. Once you put something in, you can just register here. And it can remind you that some of the vegetable is about to go bad, and you better have it before the expiring date. Sometimes this kind of situation would be more likely to happen in the freezer. In the freezing cabinet, sometimes you would store the meat in there for months or even years. And with this application, it will remind you to consume your food before it's gone bad. There is also smart menu here. There is a wide collection of different dishes. Very clear instructions, step 1, step 2. What are the other functions that can help me to cook a big dinner? Here is a video menu. For example, if you want to cook the meatballs, there is a video to instruct you to do so. So what if I want to make mashed potato, but I don't know what kind of ingredients I need or what temperature is suitable? Will the refrigerator help me to do that? Yes, of course. I can tell you the proper temperature for making the chicken, for example. And here is your oven menus. Here are your oven menus, and there is roast chicken. You can just press it. And there's very detailed instructions. And you can control your oven through this panel on this fridge. You can just choose roast chicken and just press start, and then the oven will start to work automatically. I believe that this will make life easier for a lot of people. This magical fridge, beside this magical fridge, what else is in the kitchen? While you are cooking, you can turn on and turn off this oven with the touch of your finger. As well as your kitchen ventilator. And there is also security facility to this oven. It can sense the heat of the oven. If there's a situation of overheating, it will turn itself off automatically. And at the same time, I will send an alarm to your cell phone reminding you that your oven is overheated. The security and safety in the kitchen is of paramount importance, of course. I can give you a demonstration. Whether in a case of a gas leak, it can sense it and gives out warning. But what's more magical about it that at the same time the window of the kitchen will open on its own. I believe that is quite thoughtful. I really look forward to move into one of this kind of smart home. This has already become reality. You don't have to wait for many years for this to become your home. I don't know if you have a favorite. After our visit to the smart home, you can leave a message at our bulletin. Now let's give the camera to Mr. Chen Peng and see what he has found. Now, please join me in a smart bank experience. We all know that when you're visiting a bank, and you don't have your credit card or bank card with you, or you just simply forget your password, it can be very troublesome. But in smart finance, there are technologies to help you to address such a situation. Now I have someone to help me with the experience. Here we use big data technology that is equipped with the Face ID system, and it can recognize your face immediately when you walk into this bank. This is also a smart facility called the car bank. It can be installed in vehicles and cars so as to make our finance services at your hand. There's also a chatbot here so that I can use voice recognition technology. You can call onto it and give it orders. Xiao Yi, I want to rent a house. And as you can see, it has already opened this house rental website for me. This is another equipment called the magical mirror. Looks like just a glass, but actually there's much more to it. We also incorporate big data technology into it. It's actually a personalized retail system. It can you can apply and get your loans through this equipment. When I'm standing here, the system is already gathering my face information, and this facial recognition system can send a message of the credit line to my cell phone telling me what is my credit line. Right now, I can scan this QR code to apply for certain services online. For example, you can apply for loans. Now you can give it a try on your own, whether I can get my money through the scan of my face. Here is face recognition. I can just press it, and now it requires me to enter my telephone number. And you can see there is the face recognition screen. It says that the service is in process. Now let's try taking out 100 yuan from my account. There, that is my 100 yuan. During this operation, you might wonder if someone put on very heavy makeup, will this work? Will the face recognition technology work? And if you want to see the result, you might have to come to one of our outlets to try on your own. our successful rate is quite high because this technology is very mature. So you're more than welcome to come to one of our outlets to get your money, to give it a try. So we want to remind you that please don't put on a makeup that is too heavy. This is an area for you to experience how to rent houses through the system. This is the house rental service. We also incorporate a lot of high tech into it. This service platform, as you can see, can show you the authentic resources of housing, of rental housing. And you can take a very close look at these houses. You can check out the details and the overview of the house. It has already been projected on the screen. And it is also real-time picture and videos into it. It can help you to get a lease and help you to get a loan. Or if you have a house that you want to rent out, you can do it just on this screen. So the only thing that you have to do is to download this app. There is a wide selection of houses and apartments. For example, if you want to rent a house, you just press the button and there is a very big selection. You can just pick one and you can choose the location where you want to rent the house and the type of apartment that you want to rent. So this concept of well-being and welfare and sharing is core to our services. We aim to provide better services to the residents. Now let's have an experience of the smart travel. As we know, a lot of cars are already equipped with automatic parking. But what about driverless technology? We have seen some improvement, but now let's see firsthand some of the improvement of automatic driving. This is Mr. Liang, an expert in this regard, and he will be our guide today to tell us the improvement and upgrade of automatic driving. So can you brief us on the latest improvement of automatic driving? Right now we have L1, which has been already universally applied, and L2 has been put into mass production, including automatic cruising and parking. You can also use your cell phone to call on your vehicle. Can you make a demonstration for that? You can now open up this application and just call on an automatic cab. Now let's make a reservation. After making this reservation, it will only take a minute for this automatic taxi to come to us. Because after the reservation is made, the car will automatically locate you and come to you very quickly. Here you can see that the car is driving towards us. It can also stop and pause at junctures, at the crossroad, and detect possible dangers. Now let's get on board and experience automatic driving. Now the AC is already on. Now we need to fasten our seatbelt. This is only a demonstration project, so we have someone in this driver's seat to ensure the safety, but he will not be driving the car. He is just here to ensure safety. Now the green light is on, and the car is driving on its own, and the wheel is also moving and turning on its own. And our gentleman on the driver's seat is not doing anything. And now the speed is about 15 to 20 kilometers per hour. It's about 2 kilometers drive. And I can tell you that it's a very smooth drive. We have run a lot of tests on the stability and comfortable of the car, so as to give the passenger a better experiences on board. And right now this car has detected that there's red light ahead, so that it has parked automatically. Right now we are nearing our destination. So that has pulled over. Now experiencing automatic parking. Right now the passenger can disembark, and then this cab will take on the next order. If there is no order waiting for it, it will park automatically and waiting for another reservation. Now let's get off the car and see if it can park on its own. Now everybody has disembarked the car. Now the car has started on its own, driving slowly to the parking space. It has detected the location of the parking space. And now the driving wheel is moving on its own. In first round, it's not quite successful, so it's making some adjustment. And the whole process looks quite smooth. Actually, this parking can be quite challenging for a lot of drivers, especially when a parking space is not quite big. And sometimes there's even some garbages on the ground that can make it more difficult for you to park. But now with this automatic parking system, you don't have to do any of it. And this parking is perfect. There are two ways to call a cab. We just experienced how you can call a taxi. You can also call your own personal vehicle through this application. That is another model in our application. If it's privately owned, it only provides service to you, of course. Once the car owner wants to go out, you can just press the button, and then this car will drive from the garage to the user, to the car owner. And when you're on the car, you can tell it where you want to go, and it can take you there. After you reach your destination, you can just get off board, and it can park on its own. We've experienced smart finance and smart travel. Now let's turn to Chen Yang to see what she has found. We only experienced 3 smart spots, but there are many smart projects for you to experience. Here is a very big square for you to experience all sorts of technologies that you can experience in smart cities. There's also smart home, smart education. For you to receive lessons, to take lessons and receive feedbacks from the teachers. There's also automatic supermarkets. Now, Chen Yang, can you hear me? To experience these smart technologies. Now, I will give you the answer to the question I raised during our report. I asked you, what is your favorite technology? I can see a lot of answers on our bulletin, and we'll review the result of the vote later. So you can Some people show interest in the wardrobe. Some leave comment that they look forward to this high-tech house. And some of them are expressing their willingness to come to this town to experience these technologies. I believe that would be quite a joyful experience. But to be honest, it will still be very costly if you want to live in such a smart apartment. And the technology still need to further develop in order to lower the cost even further for everybody to afford. And for smart banking, in the future, you no longer need your bank card to deposit and withdraw your money. Some people raise concern for protection of users' privacy. I believe that in the research and development of this product, these enterprises have to take privacy and security and safety into consideration, and that is also the job for the government. And that is almost all that we have for today's live broadcast. But last but not least, I'll give you the answer to the vote. The favorite item for today's broadcast is the most popular item is the smart wardrobe. Tomorrow we'll bring you 2 more broadcasts on the unmanned planes and driverless cars. So please stay with us for broadcast tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.